Hi, welcome to Useless Banter. My name is Luis.
And my name is Brett. Welcome to a podcast where two best friends won't
Shut the fuck up. Basically, a podcast where we talk about a bunch of useless shit that doesn't really matter, but is highly entertaining.
Heavy on the highly entertaining, so let's buckle up and get into it, gals.
First of all,
Happy Halloween.
happy Halloween. Okay.
Hey, for those of you that are listening, just know that Luis and I are sitting on the podcast into
Cheer outfits.
cheer costumes that say daddy across the chest, just so everyone can get a good visual for what's really partaking in this moment.
And if you really want to see it, it will be on YouTube and we'll throw clips up on the socials, okay? Also, we realized that we haven't really been explaining that we are sitting here with two ginormous glasses of wine.
Yeah.
Like it is so
and
sweet.
if for anybody that doesn't know Luis, he's about 5'2".
So it's like up to my shoulder.
No, literally.
So every time we go to pick up these glasses to cheers, it's like I have to double fist it. Literally.
Yeah.
I'm like holding it with all my might.
Speaking of, should we do a little
Cheers. Okay, cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, literally, cheers.
Hey, give me a. Vino. Okay, well now that we're in it,
Yeah. Let's get into the
let's
bit.
get into it. Okay, Halloween 2025
I mean, honestly, Halloween every fucking year
year is
does
insane.
me so dirty.
And this year, girl, we really did it, and we also really tapped out on Sunday.
Yeah. Which, hey, for us,
It's crazy.
Yeah. Anybody would ever ask, like, will Brett and Luis ever top out?
No,
I can
never.
guarantee the answer will be no.
But okay, it also started because we were already planning to go out Friday,
Yep.
Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
And then of course, like our friends are like, "What about Thursday night?" And we're like, "I cannot."
We're
do
like,
another night."
no. We do have to like have some sort of decorum
And,
and
like,
have a boundary.
Yeah,
And
balance a
if
little.
we're going out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Thursday should probably be rethought. You
Yeah.
know?
100%. So Friday,
Mm-hmm.
we were planning on going to Horse Meat Disco.
Yes, which for those of that also don't know what Horse Meat Disco is, it's basically like a warehouse party for the gays. And like
It's like-
typical clubs close at like 2 in West Hollywood, and it closed at 3:30. So we're like, hey, more party time. We're
Work.
in. Yeah.
And also it was at Catch One, which I think is a newer venue for them. They used to, like, my roommate was telling me that they switched venues. But it was actually a cool venue. It like had
It was super cool because there were
Yeah.
so many different rooms,
Yeah.
so many different options, so many different vibes, different music in different rooms. There's an outdoor section, a patio, hey, a dark room.
Which, hey, crazy, okay? They're literally passing out lube in this dark room.
Yeah.
It is like so insane. I'm
Like, it's like little goodie bags, like lube for you,
lube for you, lube for you.
you.
You get a lube, you get a lube, you get a lube.
Everybody
Everyone
gets a lube.
It was actually so insane.
Yeah.
And hey, the outdoor patio area came in clutch because the main room where the DJs were, hot and sweaty.
You might as well be sitting in a sauna.
Girl, okay,
Yeah.
first of all, we really tried to put looks together, okay?
No. We were like, well, okay. I went to fashion school, so you
Yeah.
already know Halloween for me is a project every year. I look forward to it because I'm like, oh, I'm about to stunt on these hoes. I'm going to show everyone
Yeah.
what I've got, whatever. And
Hey, I did not go to fashion school, so I'm like, hey, send me the link and I'll order what we need. Okay, this is how it goes every year.
No, quite literally. If it's Halloween, you're gonna see me and Luis and the same exact outfit, the same exact
Yep.
accessories and whatever. And just know that I sent him all the links.
Yeah.
And he just ordered them and
Yep.
showed up looking the exact same as me.
Oh,
and I love it that way.
I love it. I live for it because I honestly I could, I guess, really if I wanted to, but I just don't have that vision sometimes. And I'm also lazy when it comes to that kind of stuff sometimes. So I'm just like, look, I will get it and I will be a part of the bit, but just tell me what to get.
No, okay, well, actually, and this was like so funny because we were getting dressed.
Yeah.
Okay, also, so costume number 1, we
Yeah.
were clowns.
Clowns.
So we had one of our good friends, Tomas. He did our makeup, did an amazing job.
Amazing
Thank you, Tomas. Shout out to you. We had amazing face paint, and then we had like the neck ruffles and the wrist ruffles. And also, okay, we're going to a warehouse party, so the costume itself can't be too like over the top
Heavy, yeah.
insane, right?
Because it's going to be hot.
Yeah. So we were like, okay, hey, we were like, so should we wear underwear or should we wear jock straps?
So we decided on the jock straps.
That's on period. Good for us.
Booty out. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Like, literally.
no, yeah. Cheeks completely open for business.
With a crop with a crop white beater. Okay.
Yeah, like,
Open for
as if, hey, and I'm like, I went to fashion school. I'm like, this is my this is my moment to showcase my skills. Hey, white beaters and jock straps.
White beaters and jock
Like,
straps. Degree put to use. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
good $60,000. Yeah, my parents would be proud.
Oh, it's so proud, so proud. Hey, went to business school and my booty cheeks are out like work, you know?
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, we had the wife beater, we had the jock straps, but we're like, we can't go into the
Venue.
place, get into our Uber and everything with just jock straps on.
So we're like, let's put little shorts
I'm
on.
like, we're looking for shorts that we could potentially lose
Yeah.
because we knew that once we get to the place that we're gonna have to like take them off, probably hide them somewhere. God knows what's gonna happen or whatever, right? So we're just going through my closet to find like raggedy shorts.
Yeah.
And I pick out a pair of shorts for you, and you were like, Brett, those are disgusting. I will not put them. And I was
okay,
like,
I did not say any of that. All I did was give him a look like,
no, you said they're horrible.
Okay, at first I literally just looked and I was like, and you're like, oh my God.
And I was like, wait, did I fucking create a monster? Because never in a million years would you have looked at a pair of basketball shorts and been like, no, I'm not wearing them.
Yeah, I
I'm
would've
like,
been
babe, that's
sure.
what you would have worn for Halloween before our
Oh,
friendship.
100%. I would have been a basketball player.
Yeah.
No,
So
that is
honestly,
so real.
it was a proud moment. I'm like, wow.
And honestly, I didn't even think about it. And I was like, oh, wow, I guess you really have created a monster.
Yeah, no. She's got the eye now, which I'm super excited about because you're not about to show up with me looking raggedy, babe.
Embarrassing. Loser. So yeah, we did get the shorts. We walked into the venue. We put the shorts aside.
Yeah.
And we were just walking around with the jock straps and the little clown outfits.
Yeah. And then it was like, as the night went on, piece by piece of the
my
costume just dropped off here. We took a
Dropped off
little,
there.
this one's going to go. The neck ruffles got to go. The t-shirt is
Gotta
off.
go. Because when I tell you, we were literally standing there dripping sweat. Like I was like, the ruffles are just soaked, and I was like, it feels disgusting.
We were sitting in a sauna full of man scent with
yeah.
lots of men that probably didn't layer too heavy on the deodorant aisle.
Oh, right, 100%. And hey, now I kind of understand the whole harness and like shorts or underwear thing because I'm like, we ended up in that, not the
Correct.
harness, but you know,
Correct.
like literally
Yeah.
minimal clothing.
Yeah. So I think now, like moving forward, we know specifically because, hey, remember we were just saying we're not
We're not circuit girls. And we're like, so for the next one, we
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We're like, that's totally not our vibe. So when's the next one?
Hey, we put ourselves on the wait list for this one. Because tickets were like sold out, but you could get on a wait list because they were giving like, I think 50 or I forget however many more. And so we like put ourselves on the wait list and we're like, we don't really know if we're going to get tickets.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting tickets. So we're like, okay, I guess we're going.
Right.
Also just the whole escapade of it all, like being in that environment. First of all, what's like fun, don't get me wrong, but it was just crazy.
It's
like,
a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
It's definitely a interesting experience.
Yeah.
Especially like on the people watching moments.
Yeah.
I will say this. This is one thing for me that's because like obviously you're talking to people, right? Guys are coming up to us, they're talking to us, we're having moments, we're doing whatever. I will say one thing that kind of is a little like bothersome to me about the environment is I feel like when you're like, and hey, this is actually good. When you're talking to someone, right?
Yeah.
It feels like they don't fully lock in because everyone's like looking over their shoulder to see like, is someone hotter trying to get my attention?
That
right?
is so real.
It almost feels like at the circuit party that everyone is so on alert looking for the next hottest person that like they'll be talking with you, having a moment with you, even kissing you, whatever. But it's like their eyes are always a little peeled because they're interested in looking to see is someone hotter interested in me right now.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I was telling you, it's let's go back to in time in this moment. It was maybe like 5:40 a.m.
Oh my God.
Hey, not to clock RT.
Not to clock RT, but yeah, 5:40 a.m.
It's
literally.
5:40 a.m. And I'm like kind of unpacking with Luis. Like what it goes through your mind like when a guy comes up and talks to you?
Oh my God. Well, okay. This was at the afters. Okay, so we decided.
Yeah, so we leave the main establishment at 3:30 a.m. And we're like, well, the party is just getting started.
And we knew everyone was going to an afters, mostly.
Right.
So
Afters was walking distance from my apartment. Yeah. We're like, this is amazing.
Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see the vibes. So we're there, and it is 5:40 a.m. And this guy had come up and talked to me.
Yeah.
So we were talking for a little bit, and like we exchanged phone numbers. He was visiting from out of town, so he was like, I would love to see you while I'm here. Yeah. And I'm like, work. Like he's only here for the weekend, you know, like whatever. He wants to hang out. I told him that we were maybe going out on Saturday, Sunday, whatever. And then I literally like turned back around, and Brett is like, oh my God, he's the one. And I'm like, girl, he is literally visiting here. Like, he's not.
I'm like, I'll give you your space. Yeah, I don't want to get in the way of anything. Like,
and I'm like, it's literally fine.
I'm like being a cheerleader in the background. Like, literally, yes, you found your person.
And I'm like, this is not.
And you're like, girl, it's 5:40 a.m. at a warehouse party.
Yo,
like
he's only here for 3 days. Like, girl, it's fine. It's literally fine. Yeah. And you then start explaining. You're like, see, this is the thing.
I'm like, this is the issue with me is that I'm going to warehouse parties, circuit parties, right? At all hours of the night, partying till 6 or 7 a.m. And every time someone comes up to me, I'm thinking in my head, wow, this is probably not their typical scene. They probably are just, they just showed up with a friend or something. And every time we lock eyes, I'm like, they have to think in their head, like, oh my God, like this is it. Like I have found my person. Like I can see nobody else in the crowd.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, we're gonna like, we'll exchange and we'll talk about how we need to like go on a date and how like, we weren't expecting to meet anyone tonight and whatever. And I'm like, this is literally my thought process every time. I'm literally like, whatever. And then, hey, the worst part is not only am I like sharing this narrative for myself,
but now you're creating it for me. You were like that whole narrative that you were putting on about this guy. And I'm like, hey, babe, literally all I was thinking was, cool, we might hang out. Who knows? Whatever. I was like,
I'm like sharing this with you. Your jaw is on the floor. I think you literally like tapped me on the back and you're like, babe, why don't you just be present?
No, I literally was like, hey, why don't you just like enjoy this moment for what it is? Like, I don't think we need to go that far.
What do you mean? Like I want to be your bridesmaid.
And I'm like, period. You will one day, but like, girl, right now, just like live in the moment, How about we like let go of all that narrative, the story? Like, let's just live in this moment. And you're like, what?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I'm literally like, it is so crazy. But also, like, just being in that environment is so funny to me because it really is. It does feel like sometimes it's just kind of anything goes in that environment.
Anything goes.
And like, I ran into like couples that I know,
God,
what I mean? Like, and that I've seen
couples
I know that we know that live in LA that we're friends with. So I run into them and hey, like we follow each other on social media. So like I saw that they literally just got married. They went on their honeymoon. They did this whole Europe trip. Like they came back and then next thing you know, they're here. And I'm like, okay, work. Like, I literally was like, oh my gosh, congrats on the wedding. Like, you guys, it looked amazing. Like, how was it? They're like, oh my God, it was so beautiful. Like, we're so excited. Da, da, da. And I'm like, congratulations on your commitment to each other.
Yeah. And
then 2 seconds later, kissing both of them. And I'm like, oh, okay, work.
You're like, and as a congratulations, I would like to share
my tongue down your throat. My gift to you. My gift to you. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Meanwhile, Angelo's there too. I'm like, oh, by the way, this is my friend Angelo.
I know.
Crazy. But yeah, it's just so, again, it's just so silly in that environment. Sometimes I just don't know, like, again, I just don't know that I would want to come back from my wedding and my honeymoon.
And show up there.
There.
But I respect it.
No, I mean, honestly, again, this is all personal preference.
Yeah.
This is all personal preference.
Because I will say too, like I did see some couples there that were like literally just all about each other.
Yeah,
like you saw some couples that were just so locked in and so like, I don't see anyone else but you. And like, we just showed up. Or like, even like I saw some like older couples that you could tell were like, they were probably like, let's have a night out. Like we're older, whatever. Let's just go balls to the wall. Let's hang out. And like, they were just like all obsessed with each other. And I'm like, there's a part of me that would love that and a part of me that wouldn't, but like I did see the value in that. I'm like that would be cool. Like because you want obviously your person to be like someone that's interested in the same things as you.
Yeah.
And like there is a part of me that loves to party and go out and be
For sure.
like all night and like do all the things, but it's just like at what degree can we find like balance within that?
And I also think it's exactly that. It's like, again, that's why I say this is all personal preference, because for me, it's also like, okay, I want someone who I can like go to concerts with and go to travel with and like do these events with. And that's part of it, right? Like if that is part of your lifestyle and your routine, and like that is a part of our lifestyles, going out and seeing shows and DJs and music festivals and all that stuff. So it's like, I do want someone that I can experience that with too. It is just funny because the stereotype of, marriage and what that means and all that stuff and that like linear view is just so contradictory to that environment. So it's funny to see it like put together.
Contradictory to that environment.
Yeah. But it's, again, it's like, that doesn't mean that is not a working, healthy relationship. Like clearly they're so enthralled with each other and they just had this beautiful.
And like I said, it's like, it requires a certain level of trust that truly has to be unmatched, because you are in the place of all places of temptation, right?
Yeah.
It's like left and right people are throwing themselves at each other. And so for you guys to be able to go and show up confidently in your relationship and like enjoy that experience and that environment together, I feel like that goes to show that you're loving each other with a little bit more selflessly.
Yeah.
Right? Because like I think you also get to a point in a relationship, and again, this is like my perspective changing as I get older, but you get to a point in your relationship where you're like, I can love this person selflessly, where it's like I want them to still like have their own experiences and receive attention, because like I think it's normal and healthy for us as humans to seek attention and validation, right? Like it feels good no matter if you've been in a relationship for 8, 10, 15 years, or if you just got into a relationship, or if you're single. Like attention and validation, like it feels good.
And I feel like that never goes away. Like it never does.
What I'm saying. Yeah, it never goes away.
And I feel like if anything, it gets harder as you're with somebody longer, because even if it's just the simple act of like hearing that you look hot or hearing that you look good or whatever it is, it doesn't have to be hot, but any sort of praise in that sense, we all crave it. You know what I mean?
Or like just eyes looking at you or like locking eyes with someone. Like, I think in the beginning of a relationship, I think that's a little bit more hurtful. Yeah. And you obviously are like, no, what's mine is mine and whatever. Because I'm like that too. But I think that you are maybe able to get to a point where you're like, no, like my person is hot as shit and they deserve, the attention that, you know what I mean? I wanted to give them attention. So why wouldn't other people want to give them attention? They deserve validation, because they deserve to walk around this earth feeling like I am worthy, I'm confident, I am beautiful, I still got it. You know what I mean?
Like, for sure. 100%. And it is interesting because sometimes I feel like those environments, it's like you said, everyone's kind of looking around and their eyes are kind of wandering. And
you can see everyone's eyes just peeling from person to person to person, like looking for that locked in eye contact with someone. Yeah.
And it's interesting because it is an environment that like naturally you're seeking validation in, but it's also, so it's like, you know what I mean? It's like
babe.
Pros and cons to it, where it's like, okay, you get validation, but also with that kind of comes some insecurity that comes from it, because it's like you're in that moment and you're like, oh, they're looking at someone, whatever it is. So it is kind of like an interesting dynamic to experience, because you're getting validation. Yes, boys are coming up to us and all that, but sometimes underneath it is still a level of insecurity.
Oh, 100%. Because that's actually interesting, even from my perspective, because like, obviously I think, I've always been struggled with insecurity and stuff. So I think that you probably would have assumed that that's a feeling that I have probably felt. But is that like for you, is that, did you feel insecurity throughout the night every now and then?
Only little bits, like how we were saying, like, yeah, of course, like, just little things of like feeling whether someone that you're attracted to is looking at you or not, or like, if they are talking to you, if their eyes are wandering, then you're like, oh, am I not hot enough to like have my attention on, like fully?
Which it really has nothing to do with you. It's just the culture.
No, it is. And it's part of it. And also like, who's to say I wasn't doing the same thing? You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
100%.
Eyes wandering, we're looking around, whatever. But again, that's why it's like with validation kind of comes insecurity in that environment.
Yeah.
But I mean, for sure, for me, it's like, to be honest, although I feel like I'm a confident person, and although I do feel like I can recognize when my insecurity comes in and let it go, there is definitely a high sense of insecurity that comes from it. And like, not to get all deep and dive into it, but I also grew up in like a predominantly white city or neighborhood. And in that it was, I guess, the insecurities come from, and I've talked to my other friends of color about this, who grew up in the same area as I did, because it was predominantly white, that the image of like hot and beautiful was like white surfer boys, blonde hair, like whatever it is, that vibe. And I just was not that. I was a short little brown boy who did not look like them, So
Yeah.
for me, I always kind of felt like I wasn't the epitome of hot, So for a long, long time, I never saw myself as that. Like I saw myself as maybe like a cute personality and like charming or whatever, but it definitely was that. So sometimes it's hard because also, I mean, there are a lot of people of color, but a lot of these events are majority white people.
They are, especially in Los Angeles, for sure.
Exactly, like West Hollywood and those circuit parties. Again, not to say that there aren't people of color, because there are, but when you look around, majority is like these white men. So sometimes I can't help but feel like, oh, am I not being looked at because I'm not white? Or am I not being looked at because I'm shorter and I don't look like that? You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
So sometimes it does come through. But again, I think I've also done a lot of work on myself and gotten to a point where I feel really confident about myself and who I am and what I bring, that like I don't let it get to me. But of course, just like anything, it comes up sometimes.
Yeah.
In the back of your head.
That's so interesting to hear, just because obviously I think that anyone that knows you and sees you, and especially me as your best friend, I think you're literally the most beautiful person ever, like physically. I mean, obviously, I fucking love your personality. Hey, we share a fucking
literally
half a brain cell. But I just genuinely have always thought like, wow, you were just a very, very beautifully, like easy to look at human. Like you're very beautiful. So it's interesting to see, and obviously, it's like not something that I can fully really understand. Is like, being the minority in a situation and like how that dictates like your perception of beauty and like what the standard is for you, and being especially in Los Angeles and like whatever, and being at those circuit parties. Like, I mean, I know you and I had also a moment where we were like, and sometimes I feel guilty because I know this is always me, but we're like, we haven't been on our grind as hard as we usually have been. And like and it's a very, heavy body oriented, physique oriented space to be in.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not feeling my greatest right now. And we have no clothes on, Luis. Like we are
literally
fully naked. And I'm like, I was even asking him like, should we put our shorts back on? Should we put our shirt back on? Even though we're drenched in sweat, nobody has clothes on. There's all different like shapes and sizes. I mean, definitely there is a huge, huge, huge population of men who are ripped.
Yeah.
Probably like bodybuilder looking or whatever. And that's just, never been my physique. It's never, and it doesn't matter how much I work out. Like I am not sure that I ever will be like bodybuilder-esque. And so it does make you look around and feel like look inward, which naturally is like, something that I already struggle with. So being in that environment, sometimes I'm like, okay, we need to like pull ourselves out of this moment right now and be present, because it's like, we're doing ourselves a disservice. We don't deserve to be trapped in our skin right now and be like uncomfortable, because it's not like, hey, it's not like either one of us don't receive attention.
And that's the thing too, is like, I think all in all, no matter what, like I think everyone's attracted, although we have this image of like what sexy or, muscle fit, whatever should be. I think everyone has an attraction to a certain body type or different body types. Like I, for one, don't need you to be a bodybuilder. Like I don't need you to be super ripped like that. Like I think as long as, I live an active lifestyle. So yes, I want someone who's active and who like wants to take care of themselves physically as well. But it's also very much a mental thing, like for us, how we're saying, it's like when we work out, it makes us feel good about ourselves. And 100%. It's not necessarily even that our body is fully transformed in 1 to 2 workouts, but it's just the fact that we are putting in the energy into ourselves. We feel good. We feel the endorphins. We feel the energy. Like all of that really makes a difference in our mental health as well. Yeah. And I think that just makes you feel more confident, because you know that you're strong and capable of like taking care of yourself. Yeah. So I think that's like,
I think too, it's like everyone has, and like grounding yourself in the idea that everyone has their own perception of beauty, right? Yes. Like you and I, like if you were to like pick out, like put us in a group full of men, like, and you and I were to pick like, okay, which ones would you go after and which ones would you go after? They would be completely different. Yeah. Yeah. Like 100%. Thank God we have 2 different types. I think that would be such a we would be seriously in trouble. Some issues if we were going after the same guy.
No, actually, that is a blessing in disguise, because we do, and that's so true. Like we see, I think we can understand each other's like attraction to the.
I'm like, hey, he's so hot.
For you. No, literally. Because like, don't get me wrong, a lot of guys that you'll show me, right, or like be taught whatever, and I'm like, no, I can see how he's beautiful. He just isn't the guy I would go for. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I do think that I also have to remind myself, like, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and everyone's not my cup of tea. You know?
Yeah. And no, same. I think, and those are like grounding things, like in those moments, because also there's some guys like, again, I don't think like either one of us are really like we both receive attention. I see so many guys like throw themselves at you or like lust after you in these moments, and I think vice versa.
Yeah, totally.
But it's like interesting because guys will come up to us and like it'll be even in the same friend group, and one guy will be immediately eyes goes to you, locked in with you, like whatever, doesn't even see me, and I'm like work.
No, and vice versa. 100%.
Yeah, and then the same. So it's like you know. People's beauty standards are all different, and what they're attracted to are so different. And I think this is, and hey, trauma dump, but this is something that I've used to struggle with. I've definitely done a lot more the more that I've gotten into fitness and like taking care of myself and just become more comfortable in my skin. But I always used to feel like I know that I'm like this great, lovable human internally. I know I have a great personality. I know I have great energy. Like I have known that since I was younger. I know I have a great heart, but I always felt like the internal like beauty that I had never matched the external. Like I've always struggled with like the external, like my external appearance, and I always felt like they don't match. Like how can I have this beautiful person sitting on the inside of me and like this beautiful person that like lives in me and like can inspire people and bring people together and love on people so hard. And but then like the external beauty I just felt like was always fell beneath that. And I'm like learning to like merge the two. I really am. But it's, you know, it's grounding knowing that people are attracted to what they're attracted to. And I am someone's type. I am. Like 100%. Someone sees me and they like,
girl, you are like a lot of people's type. It's like crazy because I've learned you so much, right, over the past couple years. And like I understand where all of that comes from because I know you now and because you've shared with me. But it like still blows my mind that sometimes you just don't see that, or that sometimes the reflection for you looks so different than like what everyone around you sees. Cause like literally, girl, you are also a beautiful human. And like,
thank you.
You probably get the most attention out of anybody I know when we go out. And that not in a bad way, but it's like, I mean, obviously not in a bad way, but you know, that's a good thing. Like I think it's just, it boggles my mind that you see that, because I think everyone, even friends, our girlfriends, our guy friends, like anyone that like knows you and is around you, of course, we all love your personality. That's why we're around. But like, we all think you are such a beautiful human, you know, both inside and out. So like, you know, but I do feel like from what you've told me, you've like, yes, have gotten so much better. And like, even the fact that we were at this event on Friday and like, we were free enough to, even though, hey, we might not feel like 110% about ourselves, we were free enough and confident enough to just like let go and have fun and be ourselves. And you know, be half naked, but you know what I mean? Like just the fact that maybe we weren't feeling like our best, but we were still comfortable enough to do that is already like a step in a big
I know. And it's so nice too to be around someone like you, or someone who doesn't read as, not to say that you don't, because I've seen, like, you know, but like someone who doesn't read as far into it, because we'll like kind of hold each other accountable and be like, no, let's lock back in. Yeah. We deserve this moment. We deserve to be having fun. Like, we don't need to be stuck in this insecure space that's like holding us back from the present moment, because that's not fair and neither one of us deserve it. It's also interesting because, as you know, like obviously one of my exes, like my actual first love, has kind of resurfaced in my life as a friend. And so we have a friendship, and we'll always be there for each other. Obviously, I think if you can become friends with one of your exes, like they kind of know you a little bit better than most people know you, right? Yeah. He knows, and he keeps talking to me about this, and I think it's interesting and something that I'm actually proud of, but he keeps talking to me and he's like, you know, it's always you. It's still the same heart, but he's like, you know, becoming your friend again now. He's like, this is a brand new version of you. He's like, he's like, I'm having to kind of relearn you. And for me, I'm like, well, yeah, you dated me when I was 21, 22, 23. I'm 28 now. So I would hope that you are having to relearn me. And that's like, it's such a testament to the growth that I've had as a human, just internally. I'm like, hey, babe, at 20, 21, 22, girl, you might as well have called me a doormat, babe, because you could walk all over this, like anyone and everyone. Yeah. And now I have, hey, decorum sometimes.
Every now and then.
I have situational decorum.
Situational decorum is the perfect way to describe it. And I align. I really align with that.
I know you do, babe. But yeah, and I have boundaries now. Like I don't like overthink as many things. I'm like fully sitting in my power, and I'm proud of that.
That is honestly because I know you. And when you told me that, like, I was like, that has to be one of the biggest compliments.
The biggest compliments,
Yeah.
which is so interesting, saying like, I have to relearn you. You seem a little different. Like, yeah, I hope so.
I worked on
And I
myself.
hope in 5 more years,
Yes.
you're going to have to relearn another version
Yeah.
of me, because like, I don't want to stay stagnant at all. It's like, I think the goal is to keep transforming and keep, never losing yourself, your heart, your dignity, like the way that you love people, but to continue to level up in all other aspects. Like, you're going to have to keep relearning me.
That's
right?
growth. That's development. That means we've been putting in the work. And, we talk about this too. It's like some people in our lives that exes or whoever they might be is like, it's hard because sometimes we're like, so much time has passed and there has been no development and there's been no growth and you're still in the same spot as you were 5 years ago. So it's crazy because that, again, is a big compliment because that just means that all the work that we've been pouring into ourselves is really paying off and the people around us are noticing it. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that was Friday. I'm like day one.
That was Friday.
That was Friday.
Yeah.
Hey, and then us at Dunkin' Donuts at 6 a.m.
Okay, actually, no. Let's go back to Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways.
We lost half of our costume, okay?
Yeah.
We're literally in like our little shorts and our clown makeup that is like half smeared out.
We have little basketball shorts on, teeny tiny basketball shorts, no shirts. We're drenched in sweat. We have our clown makeup that's dripping down our faces.
Yeah.
We check the time. It's now
Like
6:15, 6:30, whatever. And we're like,
we both looked at each other. We're like, hey, do you want to step outside? And then we go outside to sit on the lounge chairs or whatever.
Hey.
And we're like,
Luis and I sit outside of this after party. We sit our asses down on the couch. We look at each other and we say, well, girl,
I think we did it. I literally was like, I think we did it. I think that was it.
Yeah, like Halloween
is over.
Yeah, it's done.
It is tomorrow. It is tomorrow. It should have been over hours ago, but here we are.
I will never forget that. Just sitting down, like, well, girl.
I'm like one leg on top of the other, like little Ariana Grande album cover pose. And I'm like, well, I think we did it. I think we're done.
Yeah, we're like, we would probably need to leave this establishment
now.
Immediately.
ASAP.
So then anyways, we're like, all right, we're like, we leave, we're walking back to my apartment. We're on the streets, literally walking the stars of Hollywood.
On Hollywood Boulevard.
It is truly a sight to see.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I wish that someone was filming us in this moment because that would have really been something special.
Yeah.
But then we're like, okay, we're maybe a little hungry. We're looking up all the food places. Hey, shocker, nothing's open at 6:45
on a
a.m.
Saturday.
On a Saturday. Yeah. So except for Dunkin' Donuts right across the street from my apartment. So we're like, well, we might as well get some Dunkin'.
Let's get a little something. Also, because we had been going at it for so long, we hadn't eaten anything.
A single bite of food.
So we're like, we should get something in our systems. Yeah.
So we walk into Dunkin' and literally the entire staff. Hey, we're the only ones in Dunkin'.
We're the only ones.
The entire staff turns their heads and they're like, what the fuck is that?
And we walk in and we're like, good morning.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
How's everyone feeling? Hollywood, how we doing?
Hollywood, how we doing? And they're like, what
like,
is going on?
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
I'm like, I'll take some hash browns, a breakfast sandwich, and
I'm like, can I get a plain frosted donut with sprinkles, please?
Oh my God.
Yeah, queen.
And hey, not only did we order and get our food, we decided to sit down and eat.
We're like, you're like, when in Rome, you know what? Let's just have a breakfast date in Dunkin'.
Like literally.
So then we're just unpacking the events of the night and how insane we look.
Yeah. Look at the reflection in the mirror of Dunkin', and I'm like, wow, I really look crazy.
This is a time to be alive.
Talk about a clown.
Yeah. Like, hey, the goal is to dress up as someone or something else.
No, we're like, no, let's just be ourselves.
Yeah, fucking clowns, literally.
Oh my gosh. So then the next day, the plan was that our girlfriends were going to come up from like San Diego, Orange County, and then everyone was going to meet up to like pregame at yours, right?
Correct.
Mind you, they texted us at like 8 p.m. the night before, and we're like, hey, what time should we meet tomorrow? And you go, as soon as possible.
I'm like, why did I do that to myself?
And they're like, so 3 p.m.? We're like, yeah. Oh my gosh. I kid you not.
It was literally 8 a.m.
It was 8 a.m.
And they're like, yeah, 3 p.m. And we're like, oh my God, Luis, how do we do this? So then we part ways.
Yep.
And then I called you or you called me at like
probably 10.
9,
Yeah,
10.
something like that. 9 to 10. Yeah.
And I'm like, girl,
We need to like sleep or we need
yeah,
to do something. Like, how are we gonna do this?
how are we gonna do this, right?
Yeah.
And then this just kind of goes to show like our personality type. So we are now functioning off of, we're in our own apartments.
Yeah.
We're functioning off of maybe 2
3
hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And Luis had called me, we're unpacking and we're like, I think I need to take some time for myself today.
Actually, yeah. I literally, that's so funny because he was like, well, the girls just texted me and said that they're going to be here in like 45 minutes. And I was like, well, I think I really need to take some time for myself. So I was like, you go get brunch with the girls and then call me when you're done.
And I'm like, oh, woof. Like, I don't know how I'm about to do this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I literally, and I said to
You were like,
I was like, I might just send them
to go.
and like, just let them know, like, I'll give them the key. They can come up to the apartment whenever, whatever. Like, I really need to lay my ass down and like take a beat. And
hangs up the phone.
The girls call me.
Yep.
And they're like, hey, are you hungry? Let's go to brunch. Let's get mimosas. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
And then, hey, the girls FaceTime me and it's Becca and Carrie in the car.
As they
and
call
like,
Luis next.
They call me next and they're like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, hey, like, I'm at home. I just woke up. And they're like, oh my God, well, we're going to be there in like 25 minutes. You should come to brunch with us. We're going to the Waffle House. And I'm like, oh, the Waffle House. I'm like, sign me up. I'm like, yes.
And then I get a text from Luis. Hey, after we just had our conversation about maybe keeping it cool, laying in bed for a few more hours, and he's like, hey, so I think I'm gonna meet you guys at the Waffle for brunch. And I'm like, literally work. I'm like, that's my bitch.
That's my bitch.
That's the girl I know.
Hey, hopped in the shower, got ready, brought all my stuff for the night. I brought my costumes and everything because I was like, I'm probably not gonna come back home. So I was like, I'm probably not gonna come back home. So let me just pack an overnight bag and get ready to go to your house.
Yeah.
So we literally went to brunch, got mimosas. Hey, shocker. And then
hey, we got the double wide.
Double wide.
Like,
we not only did we get a mimosa.
Why do you have on your menu a mimosa called the double wide? Like the double wide what, babe?
Like what are we getting at here? You know? But hey, of course we had to get the like double wide mimosa, not just a regular mimosa.
Yeah.
We go to brunch, we do the whole thing. Hey, we all come back to your apartment, all one by one. We knock the fuck out on your couch.
Yeah, which truly, thank God.
It was a lifesaver.
Yeah, because if not, I actually am not sure that we would have fully
survived.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like didn't know how we were gonna get through that night. And then we passed out and I woke up and I was like, amazing.
Yeah. Then we wake up, we start getting ready. I ordered some pizzas.
Well,
for
you and I
everyone.
did like a little 15-minute workout.
Oh yeah. Everyone's dead. They're like, oh, like pushing, and me and Luis are like, so
do you want to go get a little pump in? So we went to your apartment's gym.
Yeah, we got a little pump in. We got a little workout in.
Yeah.
And then we put our costumes on, which I will say, our Egyptian costumes.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
honestly,
we looked good.
Yeah,
good for us.
That was probably my favorite, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, I do love the clowns, but like I felt so good in that Egyptian costume.
I felt so good in the Egyptian costume.
Yeah.
And everyone came over. We pre-gamed. We actually had this was like our big group of friends. Like the first night it was just me, you, and Angelo.
Yeah.
And then this was like our big Halloween party, which I always host a pregame on Halloween. I feel like, honestly, no matter where I've lived, it's like Halloween has always been my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Like, I love dressing up. I love the whole experience. I love the energy. I love fall. I love, like, I don't know what it is about Halloween, but it just really is so special to me. It's something that I really look forward to. I start thinking about like costumes literally the year before. I'm like so in it. So, and all of our friends usually go all out for costumes and stuff. Like, I do love that our friend group really takes it serious.
Yeah.
And so everyone came over and it was so fun. It was so nice. Such a different experience. We were going out to West Hollywood instead of going to a circuit party.
Yeah.
We were like, let's maybe be good girls tonight and let's just enjoy our friends and be present, which is something that we also talk about is like, I love that we have that balance. Yeah. We're like, okay, rats tonight. And like, hey, we were rats again with our friends, but
like,
it was a different experience. Yeah. We go out to, hey, and then we're like, you know, it is November 1st. Is everyone going to be in
costume or not? But it was
West
a Saturday night right after Halloween.
I'm like, it was Halloween was Friday. Saturday is, you know what I mean? I'm like, there's no way that people are not dressed up.
Hey, we get to the bar, 90%, naked in our Egyptian outfits. 90% of the people not in costume.
I'm like, well, gal.
Work.
Nice.
Work.
Yeah.
I was like, good for us, good for us. And if there were costumes, it was very minimal. Like people had blood on their face with like a wife beater.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't
wow.
like
Original, groundbreaking.
Yeah, groundbreaking. Crazy. So yeah, we like go out. And I will say that was honestly so fun. Like you said, I just love the balance of like being able to be with like our big group of friends and especially the girls and like
the girls.
Yeah, it's
so
always
nice
so
to be
fun.
around like feminine energy and like
Yeah.
I feel like our girls to us are so important.
yeah,
like we hold them like
100%.
so close to our hearts because it's just so different,
It
right?
is so
like
different.
hanging out with girls versus like guys or whatever. And
Yeah.
not to say anyone like is like
No.
less, but it's a different experience.
I think it's a good like balance in it's the sense of like having gay friends. I think is very, very important as a gay man, but also having your straight girlfriends who just like ride for you and you ride for them and like all that is also very, very important, you know?
Yeah.
So the balance for sure, 100%.
And I love that our girlfriends, because hey, it's very hard to find a lot of girls that love to go out to West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because obviously when you go out, you're looking for attention and stuff.
Yeah.
But our girlfriends love
it.
West
Yeah.
Hollywood
Yeah.
almost more than we do.
I know, honestly,
yeah.
Sometimes they're without us.
Also, sometimes they get more attention in West Hollywood.
Oh
than
my
we
gosh,
do,
I
and I'm
know.
like, what the hell?
Oh my gosh, yeah. There people are like fawning over them, and I'm like, oh, work.
And I'm like, hey, here I am in a skirt. Like, please, what else do I have to do? Come on.
Literally. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and that was another night we were out till like 3:30 in the morning, 4 a.m. I don't know.
Yeah. And then, oh my God. And then the Uber.
Oh my god.
I hate myself. I really do. It's so
Oh my
unfortunate.
gosh, the Uber.
We get in the Uber. We're rotted. We're like, oh, let's go. Let's keep the party going. Let's hang out, right? At my house. Like, as if we couldn't just taken our asses to bed.
No, we had to.
And we're in the Uber. We're just cackling, laughing, talking to the Uber driver,
Yeah,
doing the
literally.
whole shebang. And we're like, I look and I'm like, wait, this is not really looking like.
Okay, mind you, this was strike 2 of the night, okay? So on the way, let me just tell you, okay, in West Hollywood, there are 2 high topses. One that's
Hey,
in
not
West
2 high topses. In Hollywood, there are 2 high
high
topses.
There are 2 high tops.
Okay, word.
There are 2 of them, okay? In LA. One is in West Hollywood, one is in Los Feliz, which they are on opposite directions, okay?
Correct.
So we were like, okay, we need 2 Ubers. Group number 1 left. Then Brett ordered the second Uber. He put high tops in, okay, to the wrong one.
Okay,
So
I was thinking about a million other things.
we
like-
were okay, but girl, like clearly one says West Hollywood and one does not, you know? So he put the address in. Thank God Afari noticed where we were going because we were all just, I was sitting in the back. We were all just like
We're
kiki
blah, blah, blah,
kaka.
blah, blah, yeah.
Yeah. And Afari's like, hey, I feel like we're going to in a different direction. Like, this is not West Hollywood.
And I checked my phone and I was like, oh shit.
God damn it. So, hey, an extra like 15 minutes in the Uber. So we're like, okay,
Yeah.
great. We
That
get
was
to high tops.
Strike 1.
That was strike 1. Strike 2.
The way home.
Where did you route it to?
My address of like 5 years ago.
Oh my God.
in downtown LA.
Oh my
which
God,
is
that's right.
So far.
Because we like got on the freeway, I think.
To get to from where we were going to my apartment is 10-15 minutes.
One
max.
street, babe. One street. You just
Our
go all
Uber
the way
ride
down.
was 45 minutes.
It was like we hopped on the freeway and I think all of us were like, why are we on the freeway right now? Like, what is
Yeah.
going on? And then all of a sudden he's like, oh my God, I put the wrong address in. And we're like, I
Brett.
need to go home. I need to go home immediately. Like, please. I was like,
But it was so fun. We had so much bonding time and like.
but it was like, I really just wanted extra time to hang out. I'm like, girl, don't even play. You just didn't know. No, honestly, it was so fun. And then we get home and I'm like, okay, I have to go home.
Yeah, like it was like, all right, like
Yeah.
time's up.
Yeah.
And then Sunday.
Oh my God. So Sunday, our plan was, and we had tickets to go to Hot Dog Sunday,
Yeah.
which, hey, we went to last year, the Sunday of Halloween.
Which is when we wore what we're currently wearing.
Our
which is
daddy cheer
Our daddy
outfits.
cheer costumes.
Yeah.
And when I tell you that last year, they were a
Hit.
yeah. For some reason, men
The
love
skirt thing.
a skirt.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. But
What-
we got plenty of attention
Yeah,
last year.
yeah.
So we're like, you know what?
Let's do it again.
Yeah, let's pull these bad boys out. They
Yeah.
never fail us.
But hey, Sunday comes around.
Mind you, after those 2 days that we just had a very intense extra credit moments, I had to teach a cycling class
Yes.
at 11:45 in the morning
I don't know how you did
on
that.
Sunday morning. And when I say that I was on my last leg, and yeah, what
So
what
like,
an experience.
no, really. So we wake up, right? Like slowly but surely. And Carrie, one of our girlfriends, had texted us being like, I think my head is gonna explode. She's like, I like am out, you know? And then Chelsea then texted us because Chelsea had a ticket also, and she was like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna make it. And then you call me and you're like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Like there's no way.
I texted you and I said, if there is one time in our lives for us to
Tap out.
it would be
Now.
this moment.
Yeah, this
Correct.
moment. And I honestly was also like, I can't imagine standing around a crowd of people
No.
trying to socialize. Like I was like, I need to be seated.
I need to be sat
Yeah.
in a bed.
And then thankfully, like all of our friends one by one were like, oh, if you don't want to go, I don't want to go. Like, I'm good.
You know what? No pressure.
No pressure.
No sweat. Yeah.
And I was like, good, because I wasn't only gonna go for you guys. And honestly, it was the best decision ever.
the best decision of my life for sure.
But yeah, we did not make it to Hot Dog Sunday.
No.
And honestly, I'm so grateful. I rotted the entire day. I probably left to go get food, and that was literally it.
I'm not kidding. I laid in my room in the dark without even the TV on.
Yeah.
Like no lights, my blackout curtains blacked out.
Yeah.
And I just was idle.
Which, like, honestly, growth.
No, literally good for us.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, is this what getting older is like?
I know.
But also, like, okay, we love to go out, but we're not going out
We're
that
not.
hard and crazy on a regular.
No. And again, like it's a little bit different because like we wake up at 4:45 during the week to teach fitness classes. We're up, we're going a million times. Like I won't even drink a sip of alcohol Monday through Thursday.
Sometimes through Friday, but
yeah. I mean, and we usually honestly don't party on Sundays unless it's like a festival, Halloween weekend, someone's birthday, like you know what I mean? Unless
we
we're like
plan for
vacation.
that.
Yeah. Like we'll maybe go out either Friday or Saturday. We'll go out usually like maybe once a week. We'll go out for drinks or whatever. But like during the week, we're very, very regimented. Yeah. So I do love, because I think that some people really struggle with that balance. Yeah. So it's nice like having like a counterpart that is really, really good with that balance. And we kind of hold each other accountable too. We're like, girl, it's time to reel it in. Like we need to be responsible. We need to be productive. We need to get our shit done. Like we're not about to be those girls that are out here looking crazy.
Exactly, 100%. Because I also think like, thank God, again, it's nice to have that counterpart of someone who is still, we love to have a good time. Okay, we're social butterflies.
But we are reliable.
We're reliable, and we're also about our business. I think we enjoy working hard.
Yes.
We enjoy the hustle, the grind. Like we enjoy being busy and occupied with things that are like productive and help us get to where we want to be. Yeah. So it's like definitely nice and also inspiring and also a balance to have somebody who is on the same page.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, also, how cool was it when we were out? People were starting to notice the podcast.
Oh my gosh. People were coming up to us. You guys, also, this is crazy because I know that we're still new and this is all whatever. But people would come up to us telling us like the stories they've heard or being like, I want more stories, or I've listened to the podcast. And I was like, this is so crazy.
Yeah. So I do think that we're going to do a little story time segment.
Yeah.
And
totally.
We'll share some stories, which also, I mean, if we're going to do a little story time.
I got one up my sleeve ready to go. So, hey, story time.
I've been holding on to this one.
Okay, shoot. What's your story?
Okay. So there's this boy. Okay.
So there's this boy. I know I need another sip because I'm like, cheers. Cheers before the story time. Mm-hmm. Okay. For those of you listening, we literally sat our glasses down. The useless Banter sign in the center of us.
We have a light sign in the studio that just fell over.
Okay, I'm gonna fix it. But you start telling the story.
Okay. So there's this guy that I had talked to on social media for years. We like kind of had a thing, very flirty, whatever. We didn't, honestly, it's fine. So there's this guy that, I had talked to on social media years ago. We had a fling. We kind of, we remained friends on social media. We kind of stopped talking. I saw him at Pride last year. We like got drinks, whatever. Always like kind of like a little bit of an interesting person, like a little mysterious, which work, he's so beautiful, very, very attractive, like whatever. And I go to, or I went away for my choreography season. And during my choreography season, I'm like away, obviously, and we're building this like very emotional relationship, right? Like we talked on FaceTime every night. We got to know each other. We talked about spiritual things, emotional things, our futures, what we're looking for in regards to relationships and all these things. And so, it's like not like there was super attached, but there was like a slight attachment. Like I'm like really getting to know this person via FaceTime and whatever. And so we had always talked about like, when I get back, we're going to make plans to hang out. We're going to go on a date. He wants to take me out to dinner and do all these things. I'm like, okay, work. So I get back. And then obviously like, all the things like my dad passed and whatever. So like life just happened and we kind of didn't talk for a little bit, but then he randomly reached out to me and was like, hey, like, are you free tonight by chance? Like, do you want to come over? We can watch a movie and like snuggle or whatever. Hey, the classic.
Snuggle.
And mind you, we haven't really actually spent any real time together in person. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm actually like eager to spend time with you because, hey, of course, you know me. I'm like, I'm trying to get married, but or like, I don't know. I'm like, I want to just get to know you. I want to know what you're like in person.
Well, I also after talking on the phone for so long, yeah, of course, you'd be interested.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to. Yeah, so. Anyways, I go to his place, we like lay down, we are watching a movie, we're like hanging out, and I'm like, okay, wait, this is like nice, whatever. Well, then of course, one thing leads to the next, and he's like, gets on top of me, and I'm just going along with it. I'm like, okay, maybe this was just hookup vibes, not really where I thought it was going, but work. And so he hops on top of me, and I'm like, okay, just into it. And then he's like, hey, I don't have any lube. And I'm like,
okay, work.
Like,
how did we get here?
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So then, okay. Also, just another little tidbit of information. This man is like very masculine, very like the aggressor, very like, you would assume that he's like more so like the top
dominant.
or dominant, whatever. So he's like, hey, I don't have any lube. And I'm like, okay, well, I wasn't really planning on whatever. Yeah. I'm like, that's fine. Like, we can cuddle. Well, then he pulls it out, mine.
And then just goes for it.
And then just sits on it. And I was like, work. I'm like,
that is so crazy.
I was literally so gagged because I'm like, I was not imagining this to go. No. First of all, I thought that the snuggle and movie moment was going to be that, and then number two, if it did go there, I thought that it would be opposite revert, like rolls.
Also, just
and no lube too, just plopped right down on it, and I was like, work.
But also so abruptly and so
abruptly. It was so like it wasn't even like 5 minutes into the movie.
But
and
that's
it was
what
like,
I'm saying.
And I was like, whoa.
And like usually you start like, hey, clothes starts coming off, and you start like whatever.
Like no, clothes are fully on, just whips it out, sits on it, and I mean, I'm like, I'm not gonna complain in this moment. Like, I'm like, but also get it how you live it.
But also that is so crazy.
So crazy. Then okay, so that's happening, and then there was kind of like, it was just a little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then we stopped for a second, and kind of just like awkward moments, like, but I'm just trying to be like, keep it cool. I'm like, yeah, it's it's fine, no worries. Yeah, it happens. And then we're like sitting there and he's like, oh, by the way, like my neighbor's on his way over. I invited him. And I'm like, literally,
your neighbor?
I'm like, what?
Who is your neighbor? Where did this come from? Like, what is happening right now?
Literally, what is happening? Like,
oh my gosh.
So I'm like, okay, whatever. So then his neighbor comes over, right? And then he's like, we're hanging out. We took like a shot together or whatever. And I'm already kind of like feeling just weird. I'm like, this is weird, right?
Very.
So then he gets on top of me again and starts like hooking up with me, like kissing me and stuff. And then he's trying to do now the opposite role.
Oh, he's trying to be more assertive and dominant.
Yes. And I'm like, and the neighbor is sitting down next to us while this is happening. I feel wildly uncomfortable. And then he's like, says to the neighbor, like, oh, like you're looking a little, like you look a little hot. Why don't you take off your clothes? Like, why don't you join in or whatever? And I was like, all right. I was like, oh, let me run to the bathroom really quick or whatever. I went to the bathroom and then I came back out and I was like, yeah, I think that,
I have to go.
I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna exit. You know?
Oh my gosh. So you left?
Yeah.
Honestly, good for you.
Haven't
That's-
talked since because I'm just like, after this buildup of this emotional
Yeah, like you guys-
relationship that we had, like,
You guys were having serious conversations, talking on the phone. You're like traveling. So it's like, you didn't have to keep this up if I was
you
away.
didn't have to keep this up. Like, if you just saw me as that, and then first you don't even say. So then I was just like, all right, like I honestly couldn't be more like kind of turned off.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
totally.
you know, it's like you're hot and like.
But it's not what you expected. And also you had the mindset of this was going to be a different situation.
Correct. And then to just like, without even like discussing it before, being like, oh yeah, my neighbor's gonna come over. Like
that is crazy.
Crazy work.
I don't understand men sometimes.
No.
I'm like, how do you just expect someone to be okay with bringing in other people, strangers that you don't even know?
Correct.
You know? So interesting. I mean, that is unfortunate because it's like, I do feel like a lot of times we've encountered just like, you know, again, maybe it's dating in West Hollywood or whatever it is, but like you think that that this conversation or this interaction is going a different way, just like this experience with somebody, right? And then it turns out to either be just a hookup or something crazy.
Something insane.
Where it's like you go over to a boy's house. Like, you know, I've gone over to a boy's house and we're, having intimate moments and hooking up or whatever. And then after the fact, they're like, oh, like, you know, next time would you be down to include so-and-so and so-and-so? And I'm like, I thought we were having a good thing going. Like, I thought this was good, you know? And I'm like, oh, so I guess
you're like, hey, this is good. Don't play.
Yeah. Right. And I'm like, okay, so, and it kind of is just that moment of like, you flip a switch of like, oh, this could potentially be like dating somebody moments.
And you're like, they're like, hey, you're like one leg in the air, and you're like, and they're like, so we should bring someone next time, and you're like, is this not enough?
You're like, is it not like, working for you?
Are we not? Is this not clocking for you, babe?
Are you not having a good time? Are you not enjoying yourself?
You're like, no, try it again. It's good. I promise.
How about this way? No. Okay, you know what's so funny?
How about this way? It's so crazy.
Wait, no, but try like this.
Wait, a different angle.
Different angle. Try like this. Oh my God. No, it is actually so insane because speaking of like kind of the opposite effect here. I recently hooked up with this guy.
Hey, story time.
So I recently hooked up with this guy. Very sweet, very sexy. Like, I think he's really cute, has a really sweet persona.
Sweet and sexy, good start.
Sweet and sexy, great start. And I went over and we like hooked up, did the whole moment. And hey, you know what's so funny? Is as we're like hooking up, so he, like, you could see the Hollywood Hills from his like bedroom window or whatever. And this is like at nighttime, right? We start seeing like flashes of light. And I was like, is it like lightning and thunder out there?
Yeah.
So we're like, oh my God, that's so crazy. And we're like, but it looks like orangey yellow. Like, this looks so crazy. Hey, an article comes out like 2 hours later that there was like a power line explosion outside.
And you're like, wow, this is so ethereal.
Yeah. I was like, wow, it's so beautiful out there. I was like, oh my God, is it gonna be raining when I get out?
The stars are aligning for us.
I was like, wow, our electricity is off the charts. I was like, wow, this chemistry, no. But it was so crazy. So anyways, we like hook up and afterwards we're like talking and he's like, hey, like, what do you do? You know? And I'm like, oh, like I work in dance and fitness, all that stuff. And I was like, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I'm a matchmaker. And I'm like, oh, work. Yeah, I'm like, okay, great. He's like, yeah, I actually have my own business. It's for like queer people, right? And I was like, that's actually really cool. Like, awesome, you know? Yeah. And then he's like, actually, I'm having a singles event this weekend. You should come and meet someone.
He's like,
he's like, you look lonely.
Like mid
moment. He's like,
He's
by the way, if you're looking for someone, I can match you.
He's like, yeah, this is great, but I can definitely recommend you to someone who would really be interested.
Yeah. Like long term, you know, more than just that. And I'm sitting there like, and I'm like, work. Okay, great. No, I love that.
Yeah, set me up with one of your friends.
Do you have a picture of that? Like, can you show me right now? It's so crazy, right? So I'm like, I'm just like, okay. And then afterwards he was like, you know, oh, we should like text. Like, I like our chemistry. Like, we had a good time, whatever. I had a good time. I'd like to see you again. I'm like, great. So then we hang out again and we hang out again. And then I could kind of tell this next time around, he was being a little more like, hey, I actually really like our chemistry. And like, don't get me wrong. I was like, me too, you know? And for me, like, I normally am
get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. But like for me, it's like I generally compartmentalize those situations. So I'm usually like not looking for more if
that was the ground rules.
yeah, if that was
from the
ground
jump.
rules. If we're just having fun, then I'm like, I don't expect anything more, right?
Yeah.
But with him, I was kind of like, I remember, I think I told you afterwards, like we talked and I was like, actually, I think he's really cute and really sweet. Like I could see myself going on a date with him, but I'm like, but also there's literally no expectation.
Yeah.
And then again, we hang out and he's like, we're just talking more. And he's like also telling me, he's like, FYI, like I don't really have guys over a lot. And he's like, but I really like our chemistry. And I'm like, work. Like, I think we have a good time. I like your energy. We're texting afterwards. And he's basically like, I actually think no pressure to it because I know we're having fun, but I think it'd be fun if we like hung out outside of this. And I was like, oh, this is new. This is different.
Hey, not you doing things the way I do things.
I know,
though.
which is crazy though.
No, because okay, this is really, I think if you test drive the car first.
Okay, but my thing is, it just so happened, and I'm not saying it can't work that way, but I'm also not just going to.
You can't put like the pressure on it.
Well, I'm also not just going to be like, oh, I think I might like you. Let's have sex so I know if I like you. Like that's not.
Yeah.
Because there's more than just the physical.
But on the flip side.
But it happened that way.
You have test drove the car already.
Yeah.
You know that you enjoy it. You can see it as something you could do it more than once.
Yeah.
So
and
like now that you test drove the car, where do you want to drive it?
Well, hey, he's driving it out of town for the next week and a half. So I'm like,
shit.
Great. So now I have to wait. I have to be patient.
Yeah.
But again, I'm like, okay, cute. Like
I'm here for it. I do think it would be really interesting to date a matchmaker because it's like the whole time it's like, hey, like.
Are you analyzing the situation?
Correct. Do you think that we are a match?
Yeah. Like, how do you feel about all this? Like, because once we start to get to know each other, but also, I don't know. I've never really, experienced that. So it's like, what is the mentality there when you're matchmaking someone else? Do you think about it differently when you're going on a date yourself, or do you still have that mindset? You know?
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to like see.
I am very excited for you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know more to come. Story time updates soon.
Yeah. Segment coming at you very, very
soon.
I was have I told you about the guy that I have been kind of like talking to and going on dates with that have been like actual dates?
Yeah. I
unfortunately think that there may be a potential that I am getting the ick.
Oh no. And why?
I don't know.
Just like a match thing?
Yeah. Like honestly, like what are some things that like give you the ick? Like just off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head, I feel like for me, one thing right off the bat is like if you have a big ego or you're coming off like very like cocky or whatever, like no babe. Like I don't, and I guess it's confidence is hot, but I think ego is not. You know what I mean? Like I want you to be confident, but I think sometimes like for me, it's like when I'm talking to somebody, and like for instance, this happened recently. I was talking to this boy and we were just matched on Hinge and we were talking and I was like, we both like to travel. We both like really enjoy that. So I really was like, oh my God, I love that. Like if you love to travel, amazing. So let's talk about travels. So I started like telling him my travel, like, oh, I've been here, I've been there. And he told me where he's traveled to. But I feel like a lot of times when I would bring up a place, he'd be like, oh, that place is like horrible. Or like,
that place is a dump.
Yeah, like, oh no, like I actually, or like, you're talking about a country and he's like, oh no, that place is not good. You have to go to this place. And I'm like, okay, why can't they both be good? And also like,
like I don't know, story topping, like.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it felt like. And I understand having opinions. I understand like, oh, you know what? I was generally like underwhelmed with that place. I thought I was going to love it, but I didn't love it as much. What did you think? Or like, I actually thought this place was better, but it was coming off very aggressive and very like story topping. Like I felt like he was trying to like have the better experience. And I'm like, okay, we can share opinions, but we also don't have to put our like other people's experience down, So for me, like that kind of like ego-ness is not cute to me. Like that was an immediate turn off.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Also, because I feel like just being open-minded and having like, it's all about perspective, right? It's how you see the world, how you see life and everything. And I'm like, and if, unfortunately, like if we don't see it the same way, then babe, what's the point? You know what I mean?
I think for me, and maybe this is like a part of the ick that I'm getting is like, I'm obviously a very big social person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at least I like to think, and maybe I'm just completely delusional, but I like to, which it could absolutely be true.
I think you are though. Like,
but I think that I uh handle myself with a lot of grace, and like I am pretty good in social situations, whether they're my friends, a group of strangers, um, older, younger. Like I know how to handle myself in social
Yeah.
situations, and I typically thrive in social situations. I'm really great at making new friends. I'm good at
Hmm.
making conversation or whatever. And so it is one of my number one attraction to people if they also,
Yeah.
if I can leave you in a room with my friends while I go step out and not have to be worried about
Oh,
you
yes.
like mingling, if I have to like carry the weight of like, oh god, they're over there, are they struggling right now or whatever, like if I just know that you can handle yourself in social situations, then I'm like, that is like one of the biggest turn ons.
100%.
But on the flip side, I think that it's also a huge ick for me if you can't, and not saying that you have to be as social as I am, because I know
No,
that's a big expectation,
but
not most
holding your
people
own.
are, but being able to like hold your own, and even just like, you know, when you go out to restaurants and like being able to read the room, and you know the way
Hmm.
that you talk to like uh servers, and
Yeah.
you know just like all those things, like that to me will be like a number one ick.
Yeah.
And then like also like and again, maybe it's because I went to fashion school, but like sometimes really I'm like how we're dressing, or like, and it's like, again, I don't expect you to be like a
Yeah.
fashionista by
Yeah.
any, but like if we're wearing this really really nice outfit, like almost a suit, and then you put like runner's shoes on with it, or like just something, I'm like, that is something which again I'm like, okay, we can work on that, but it's like a certain level of like, okay, our brains are not, because it's really really attractive to me when someone like
Knows how to put
dresses
themselves
well
together.
or presents themselves, you know what I mean, like cares about what, like how they're
Yeah.
showing up. So I don't know, I think that there's a little bit of those things
Yeah.
starting to like, and it's frustrating because he's the kindest human, so sweet,
Yeah.
so has been so reassuring, and so I'm like trying to see it through, because I'm like, maybe it's just me, maybe these are things internally that I need to work through.
Yeah.
But again, this is something that you and I have also talked about many times. It's like I also don't want to date with a scarcity mindset,
Yeah.
as far as like, wow, just because someone is being kind to me and texting me and giving me reassurance and stuff, does that mean that I'm compatible with this
Right.
person? And
Yeah.
so it feels like that's like a reoccurring theme that I keep like kind of like facing. But yeah, I don't know. I do feel like the ick is starting to creep in, and it's just making me think about like, okay, if this is happening, really, what are your icks? You know, and so I guess it's like every dating experience gets you like at least a little bit more information on
Yeah.
yourself in regards to what you're looking for.
Right. Right.
Um, but it's hard.
It's really hard. And I think because I know what it feels like, and we both do, but we've talked about this, it's like, it is hard to be like, someone seems like a good person, but just because they're a good person doesn't always mean they're a match for you. I
Correct.
think it's important though that, you know, you do take your time to really, and I think you're doing that, which is great. Kind of like, you know, my last situationship, same idea. Like, I wanted to give myself time without just snipping it really quick, because I was like, I don't want to be like just judging off the bat or whatever it
Yeah.
is. And I want to make sure that I'm not just being nitpicky and finding a reason to like not like this person, but that it genuinely isn't compatible. But sometimes you can't help the attraction, you can't help the chemistry, the connection. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it just isn't there.
Yeah.
And it's hard because then you start thinking like, well, is it me? Is something wrong with me? Like he's a good person.
Yeah.
But again, it's like our friend Chelsea, you know, told me in this last situationship when I was like talking to her about it, she was like, you actually like deserve everything that you want. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's not to say we have to like find the perfect person, but it's like the things that are important to us and the things, you know, we do want to be attracted to our person, both physically and emotionally. And we do want certain things. And I think it's important to also allow yourself to want those things, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
While you know, staying grounded and humble and being like, I'm not perfect, so I don't expect my person to be perfect, but also there are things that off the bat are create that chemistry with
Yeah.
one another.
I think something that I try to ground myself into, and sometimes it feels like a delusional thought, but it's like, you can have it all.
I know, yeah.
Like, cause like, you know, I think people like you and I were so multifaceted. And so sometimes it's like, how can I group everything? And it's not even just in regards to relationships, but just like my life, you know, like I want this career. I want to be able to do this. I want to do this. Like you can have it all,
Yeah.
you know? And like, that doesn't mean that everything is going to work out exactly perfectly. Every detail is going to align, but in some way, shape, or form, you deserve to have the things that you want and you desire and you crave, that like inner child in you that it's like, you know what I mean? Like you can have those things, and like, why would you settle for anything less than what you deserve and what you truly want?
It's like, I feel like I say this all the time in my fitness classes, and I'm sure you do too, but it's like, I tell people all the time, like, you know, you have the power to create the life that you want for yourself. And you do that by choosing yourself first and stepping into that room and putting in the work and showing up at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning, whatever it is. Obviously, that's fitness related, like when my classes. But the truth is, sometimes I walk out of that room and I have to remind myself of that, you know? I have to remind myself that like I do still have the ability to create the life I want, and that I don't need to settle just because I think, oh, well, you know, I can't have it all, so I have to settle for this. It's like, no, we shouldn't think that way. We should be willing to meet people halfway and work through things. It's never going to be perfect and it's going to take time and energy. But I do feel like that we deserve to have those things in life, the big pillars in life that we so desire.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times like the reason that people don't achieve that is because I think a lot of people internally believe that they don't deserve.
Yeah. And that's hard.
And that's because I feel like I was once there before. And so it's a really, really hard thing to overcome, is like the belief that maybe you don't deserve the life that you desire.
Yeah.
And just reminding yourself and grounding yourself in like, yeah, that sounds or that feels a little far-fetched or maybe like out of reach right now in this particular moment, but that does not mean that I do not deserve it.
Right.
You know, like I think that we all deserve the lives that we want, and it's our responsibility and job, and we have the opportunity to create it exactly how we want it to.
100%. And hey, it's never too late to make a change to make that life that you want.
And look at us, bitch. That's on fucking period.
Girl, and that's on period. like we're
okay. First we were first we're at the circuit party, and now we're on the Oprah Winfrey.
We are really doing
it all here.
We do it all here, okay? And I don't know. I think again, I feel like we've talked about this too, but I do love that about LA as much as, you know, there's hard moments and times and things to grapple with. Like I do love that in LA, there's such a creative mindset and such a project mindset and such a free mindset that like you can really play around and figure out what it is you want and create projects like this, like Useless Banter, that like, girl, I still can't believe we're in this room on episode 3. What is this now? Like crazy. I mean, you know, so it's like, it's insane that we are doing it, you know?
Like this is something that I've always said I wanted to do. And here we are just like doing it. Like again, setting up the life that we know that we deserve. Yeah. And it's also so cool. Like it literally, we haven't done much, but we already had such a great response to our release. And I think that we can only go up from here.
I'm excited for more. You guys stay tuned.
And also, just so everyone knows, we kind of like we filmed a lot of episodes like ahead of time. So it's been, you know, a learning experience, just like listening to ourselves and taking notes and okay, we like this, you know. So like I think these beginning stages of something that we're really trying to build upon is gonna be, you know, we're tweaking like all the things, even, you know, we keep talking about like our intro and like all these things and the segments. So pretty soon we're going to start like having people come on, and we were going to start having people send in things and stuff. So there's just a lot to look forward to. And hey, I said it before, but couldn't imagine doing it with anyone else.
Love you so much. I know it's crazy, but yeah, definitely again, changes, tweaks here and there, but like, it's still going to be the same people, same vibe, same energy. We're here to stay.
I'm like, hey, same dumbass.
Same useless bitches. Well, on that note, girl, one final cheers.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Hey, and the voice is still intact.
I know, period.
Impressed.
Okay, well, we love you guys, and this is Useless Banter signing out. Smooches, happy Halloween.